Hello, my name is Eric Putkonen. Thank you for joining me. Today I'm going to talk about non-duality and karma. First, let's define what karma is. Karma is simply action and reaction, or you could even say cause and effect. Um, it is a basic scientific principle, even, that for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. There are reactions or consequences for action. It has effects. That's just what happens. It's quite natural. And so, if you took a stone and threw it into a pool of water, there would be a splash and there'd be ripples. On a midsummer day, nothing's really going to stop that from happening. Um, a stone is going to splash into the water and it will cause ripples. You could say that's karma, but really it's just action and reaction. Because in Hindu philosophy, it's the two are taken as kind of as a whole, both the action and reaction, or as they sometimes call it, the fruits of action. Now, karma by and large is action reaction assigned to a specific being. That's how it's often taught. Um, but funny enough, when you look at karma yoga and things like that, they talk about transcending karma. And the way you do that in karma yoga is you, when you act in the world, you act at, all your actions are a form of devotion or service to the divine. So you don't do anything for your own sake. You're doing it as an offering to God. You're doing it for God. Um, there's no me in it. It's for God. Furthermore, all the fruits of action are also left to God. And so you would act but expect nothing in return. You could have no expectations of any personal gain. Um, I guess a way to test this would be, if you were, let's say, doing some work for charity, for service, whatever, as service to the divine, and you get 90% of the way there, and then due to circumstances, you have to give it up. But someone else sees this, picks up the mantle at the last bit, and finishes the final 10%, and then gets the credit for the entirety. If you have any issue with this, then you are attached to the fruits of action. You expected something from that. And so they go, that's not true karma yoga. Karma yoga is you act and expect nothing from it. All the fruits are God's. Not only was the action for God, but all the fruits of action are for God. And they say this is how you transcend karma. But what they're talking about is there's no longer a karma for a me as in a doer. The doer gets the karma, and they go, if God is the doer, you as the agent is really acting for God. So if God's the doer, then God gets the karma, as they sometimes say. But what this transcendence of karma simply means is there's no longer a me in it. So when you get into non-duality, you cannot deny that cause and effect happens. If I'm cleaning out let's say cleaning out the ashes out of a campfire, and I'll have a whim throw a handful into the wind, and it blows back into my face and stings my eyes. Throwing the ashes and the results of action having it go into my face and sting my eyes is the karma. Obviously, that's still going to happen. Even when you transcend karma, these reactions are still going to happen because it's natural. That's what happens. But you don't assign a me to it. You don't claim it as my good karma, my bad karma. It's simply action and reaction in the world. It's no longer a concern to a me. It's not identified with. And so in non-duality, you transcend karma. You don't eliminate karma. It's not like you eliminate cause and effect. You know, the world game is still played. And so, you know, just because you transcend doership and identification with results of action, you know, if you're still playing chutes and ladders and you hit a chute, you're still going down the chute. If you hit a ladder, you're still going up the ladder. Whether you claim this to be my good fortune, my good karma, or my bad fortune, or my bad karma, is solely in the realms of egoic thought and a me. But it is possible to transcend karma and go, you know, what good or bad may come of whatever action, it doesn't concern me. It's not about me. In fact, there's no me at all. There's just the self. And so, if if I had my finger like so and I'm pushing on it really, really hard, it hurts. You even get a mark. So, doing this action, the result is pain. So you could say, well, the result of this, the karma is pain. Well, it's still me. I'm doing it to myself. And in non-duality, it's not like the non-duality eliminates the idea of karma, because non-duality is simply there's no other, but there's still this, it can do it to itself, and there's reactions for what happens to itself. But it becomes more of a natural process, so if clouds gather and it rains, and the rains form streams, and the streams form rivers, and the rivers go into the ocean. Yeah, you can say it's a causal chain. I mean, in the mind, we like creating causal chains and go, well, the rain created puddles, and the puddles created rivers, and rivers created mass tributaries to the ocean, and yada yada. It's not really a causal effect. It's not even separate things. It's one continuous cycle. I can't remember if they call it the hydro. It's not hydroponic. Maybe it's hydrologic, or but basically the water cycle. It rains. It goes in the streams. It goes to the ocean. It evaporates. Becomes clouds again. It rains. It streams, and it's cyclical. And you could say there's a cause and effect. If there's land or boulders in a way, you could say, that was the cause of why the water went this way or that. But, yeah, these are causes and effects, but it's not personal. And that's what I think really what transcending karma means, is you're no longer making it personal. It's not about me. It's not that you're eliminating cause and effect and cycles. No, that stuff still happens. It's you're not even creating separation or duality. It's still one thing, but it's no longer personal. It's no longer identified with. But I guess that's all I'm going to talk about today. Glad you joined me today. If you have any comments, questions, feel free to comment below, and I will usually try to get back to you. If you like my videos, subscribe, and see future ones. But thank you much.